Hey, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy Big Moose Thomas here on Command Central, man. Holla at your boy. We get some money. So, man, thank y'all. First and foremost, if y'all saw me on other platforms this week, it was amazing. Shouts out to everybody who had me on. Shouts out to JC. Shouts out to Key in the building. Shouts out to Cool Cat. Shouts out to Mitch. Shouts out to Rio as well, man. I mean, everybody that had me on this week, bro. It was really fun, and I ain't got nothing but love for all y'all, man. So again, thank you very much for that, man. It really means a lot, y'all. But y'all, let's get back to it, man. No, it was an amazing day that I had, but we're gonna talk about these commanders that done stress me out, y'all. All right, so I know y'all gotta feel kind of stressed out about this game, because damn it if I do, man. I mean, it was just I feel like the score is not telling what it really felt like, y'all. We need to discuss this. The final score right here is 24-8. 24-8. But here's the scoring breakdown, which makes it even worse. First quarter 0-0. Second quarter 24-0. Third quarter 0-0. Fourth quarter 0-8. What more could you ask? Hey, what's going on, Fast? How you feeling, brother? What's good with you, man? Yo, what more could you ask from the Commanders defense this weekend than to do what they did? They only let us score 24 points in the second quarter. Again, it's the NFL. Those were on short fields. That's all you could really ask for out of this team, man. And Rivera talked and he said, we just got to change a couple of things. He's sticking by Wentz and yada, yada, yada. The same thing we heard before, man. Wentz said he got to do better. Wentz said he to play better. Those plays are on him. Yada, yada, yada. The same thing we heard before. I mean, the only one who had a good quote was Charles Arnold Jr. when he said, "Man, it was like we was constipated. We couldn't get shit going." That is how it felt, but it really felt like we couldn't get shit going on this game here, man. And it was just fucking ridiculous, man. In my opinion, yo, was good. Further, how you feeling, man? I mean, it was just fucking ridiculous to me the way this game was. This wasn't a game where this wasn't a game where I thought we'd get blown out. But yet it feels like we got blown out in a totally different way. It feels like we were inept in our ability to have an offense, bro. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like the way our offense just didn't show up was so hurt because for one, again, the defense had its issues, as every defense does. But it wasn't crazy though, man. Like I felt like our defense just didn't go out there and just lay a goose egg as well. Like nah, like they stopped it, bro. Like they really did stop Wentz from even running around. It's Wentz. They stopped Hurts from even running around like that. Y'all, it's just ridiculous, man. Like, I don't know what else we can do because this is crazy, bro. This is it. Really feels like what up, Mitch? It really feels just a crazy feeling of like we can't get it done, y'all. And once that we can't get it done, it's not like like we can't get it done this season. We gotta no. It really feels like I don't think this franchise has the ability to get good. Like something has to change from up top, and I don't mean like from Rivera, Martin Herney, Jason Wright. I mean, I need Snyder to look within and really figure out, man, what's going on, bro? Like, why can I not put a winning product on the field? I mean, forget all this, like, I want to have the coach make the decisions to do it. No, I'm talking about like, let's get to the business of it, bro. You are bleeding fans at this point. You had fans leaving at the half. Like we were leaving at the half to watch the game again. Just watch the game back in the RV. Watch the game from home. People just were really mad that they wasted their money, man. Like it was really bad, man. For the new mascot, it's supposed to be a dog or a hog. Those are the last two that came down to. Obviously, it's going to be a hog. Going back to the 1980s O line at that point. Shouts out to them. It's like the people purple eaters of the Commanders at that point. So yeah, so it would more likely be a hog. Um, but yeah, like what happened, Snyder? Like, what happened to this franchise that like we cannot put a winning product on the field? Like, is it me? Or is it just I feel like every team has gotten better than us in this whole span of the 24 years he's owned this team. Um it it just feels really like a really lazy work on that field, man. It feels like everyone else's trash is the commander's treasure. I mean, we have a bunch of Embiid is Z-list players. We have a sprinkle. I mean, two elite players, and I'll get that to Terry McLaurin and John Allen. That's where it stops at elite. Curtis Samuel is good. Jahan Dotson still improving. Deron Payne is good. Montez Sweat still improving. Again, just like J.D. McKissick, he is okay. He is an excellent addition to a team, but I want to say he's the guy. Antonio Gibson, again, he is an excellent addition to a team. He's not the guy. So you have two guys that are the guys, top 15 in their positions. You have two guys like that on your team. Stop it, man. Get some help. Get some help. It's bad. That's bad. It's not good. It's not good. When one of those top 15 guys is not your quarterback, that's not good. That's not good. Right now, Wentz is playing like ass cheeks, bro. Like ashy ass cheeks, man. Wentz is not doing a good job out here, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know how we can fix it because our owner just doesn't want to seem to be able to do anything with it. And then from there, the coach is just like everything is going all right. It's not too bad. Like it is though. Like stop it, Rivera. Like we can't do this, man. Ah, it's frustrating. It's a team up the road. I keep saying this. It's a team up the road that has an MVP quarterback right now. And you're here with me, baby. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I mean, Lamar is right up the road. And why can't we just get something like that down here? Now again, we did stop Hurts' leg, but what did he do? He got us through the air, 334 in the day, 3 touchdowns. Come on. AJ Brown, do whatever he want. And then you got Baby Batman right next to him. And Devontae Smith doing whatever he want. Terrible game from us. And then we had the Cowboys win on the road. Let me take this out so I can be heard better. So then we had the Cowboys win on the road. Wild. The way the Cowboys won on the road, wild. I mean, they really controlled the clock. I won't say that they had the most crazy game, but they controlled the clock. Giants had a great game as well. Let me not just discredit the Giants, but they pulled it out with a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush. He's not even a starter. We got to play him next week. Come on, man. I don't know how we're supposed to do this. I don't know how we're supposed to beat Cooper Rush next week in Dallas. They're coming off of a really cool win. Defense is healthy. Micah Parsons healthy. Stephon Diggs healthy. Trayvon Diggs healthy. They're figuring out what to do with Pollard. Excuse me. They're figuring out what to do with Pollard. They're figuring out how to use Zeke effectively when they need to at that point. Zeke's still average over 5 yards to carry. Come on. Come on. Cooper Rush is going first read. Boom, bullets. Come on. Getting the ball out in an effective manner. What are we going to do? How's that going to freeze up our linebackers? How are corners going to react to that? And then on offense, again, offensive line is shambles. We got to call up Ereck Flowers, man. We need to make that call. Sure up that line as quick as you can. But no. We haven't done that. We're going to run with a ragtag team there. It's going to be, man, I did not enjoy it at all. It was not a good production at FedEx, bro. The worst part is, like, I know people think that, like, DC's a bad city and all that, or transport city. It really isn't, though. I like this comment right here. Like, we took over FedEx, right? NFL is the biggest league right now in America. Shouts out to it. It's been running like that for going on. Well, since the mid '90s is when they started taking over the NBA. Like after honestly, this is how great Jordan is. After Jordan left, that's when the NFL started to take over. That's crazy. Like ratings and everything, it's when it started to take over. So with this, DC is just not living up to its football nomenclature of being like that really tough place to be, like that real gritty football city. It's not, man. Somehow we are a baseball. Not even somehow. We've been losing so long that we are now a baseball and hockey town, which sucks. When you go to a Caps game, You will not see any Flyers bullshit out there. They don't even travel well because they some shit. When you go to a Nats game, it's natted out. Even now, we're losing 100 games. Natted the fuck out, bro. Natitude everywhere we go, man. But when it comes to this team, so few people can give a shit about this team. They haven't put a good product on the field. This is what happens. If you want to see good DC sports play, go to a Nats game. Even when they're bad, go to a Nats game. Go to a DC United game. And I definitely would tell everybody, go to a Caps game. The Caps game is where it's at in DC. A Caps game will always be full price for a ticket. It's always sold out. There's always people there. Crazy schedule. We got one of the best players in hockey. It's good. The Caps have been good 15 years. They've recently been making deep playoff runs, and they're doing good. The Caps are doing great, actually. The Caps are doing great. Top 5 team in the NHL every year. And yet the Commanders can't sniff that. Look up in Baltimore. O's are, they came back this year. Shout out to them. The O's were decent this year. Not going far, but, way better than what they were historically. Because for these past few seasons, they were 100 lost teams. And now, they're like, all right. So what do? Hey, man, we both can't stink. Get that boy Lamar Jackson here, bro. We got to get an MVP candidate in here. Bam. Baltimore has always been electric. It's been electric for years. Not really a playoff missing team. And when they do, they bounce right back into it. Lamar's in the hunt every year. Flacco was almost in the hunt every year. Like, they're just good squads. Historically. They got what I would say is the best front office in the league. At least top 3, and I'm not putting them 2 or 3 to be honest, but that could be argued. But they have one of the top front offices in the league. No controversy, no stupidness, no lawsuits, harassment. Even the Ray Rice situation, Baltimore handled that quite effectively, to the point we address it. It changed the nation. It changed the nation in the way that we look at football players, and it did change the league in the way that we handle these cases. But they addressed it and got past it. Snyder's going off of allegations from the mid-thousands because it wasn't addressed. Maybe it doesn't need to be addressed, but I don't know. But it's just something has to be done here. Again, it just can't be consistent bad, consistent suck. And again, we're going into Dallas week. Like, it doesn't even feel like it. We're trying to get rid of this shit stain of a loss that we just had. We just shat our drawers. He asked us to go back to the buffet. We can't eat right now. We can't eat right now. What we gonna do? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't see how we could get better right now. We used to go through free agency. We don't even do that anymore, man. We $14 million under the cap. We haven't even spent any money. We haven't even spent our money. We're just being cheap. Which I wouldn't even say we're being cheap. That's what leads me to concern about the organization, is that why are we so far under the cap and yet we're not signing anybody? Why are we so far under the cap but not willing to pick up draft capital? What's going on with the finances of this team that we need to be $14 million under the cap? Like, talk to me, Snyder. Like, I gotta know, like, what's going on that we can't exhaust all of our resources to get a better team? So that's the name of the game, right? We should be doing that, but yet we're not. So what's going on? Why can't we put together an effective team to get this going? Like, I'm so frustrated with this, man. I'm so frustrated with this. All I want to do is see a good team and a good product put out there, and we don't get it year after year after year after year after year. And now it's to the point I'm tired. The old generation was tired. I'm the new generation of fandom. We are the people that are going to lead this team for the next 10 years. Our generation is the ones that are going to be buying these season tickets. And yet, it's still putting the same trash that you were from our parents' generation. And you're wondering why we're not spending? It's ridiculous, y'all. And again, this weekend with the Cowboys, I'm going to call it right now. Commanders going to win 25-19. It's not going to be pretty, but we're going to win that game. But I'm so frustrated, y'all. I'm so frustrated. Again, y'all know where to find me. Big Moose Timers on all platforms and everything. I'm just done. There's not much to talk about today. Not much to go on. It's just been a horrible, horrible showing these past 2 weeks. If y'all need me, I'll be on Twitter in the DMs. Holla at your boy, man. I'll see y'all next week. This is ridiculous.